Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't have my camera set up yet. I should probably do that. I knew I had one thing I forgot to do. Alright, let me just make sure my... The problem with my camera, it always resets the brightness and the exposure. If you have the exposure too high, it kills the frame rate of it. Go with that today. There we are. Good morning. Alright, we're gonna try this one again. Let me get my microphone working. We're gonna try this flight again. This is a World Tour flight 301. We're in Ürümqi, China. That's more how they say it. That's more how you say it in Chinese. We're gonna be flying over to Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, in the Boeing 738, the 737-800 from PMDG Simulations, China Southern Flight 5085. We're at gate 23. We have the fuel truck here. We're cold and dark. We're trying this flight for the second time. And I think now yesterday I tried this with the bots. Right? I have all these different bots from Flow. And oh, that's cool. Right here I just did commands. Now that if you do a exclamation point commands, you're gonna get two little messages because I also have stream elements commands on there, so I might have to change that. I don't know, but I tried this yesterday and none of the stuff came up. Maybe I just didn't give enough time, and so I went into the wheel here, the wheel of doom flow, and I went on these and I told it to send a message when it was online. I thought I had to do that. I didn't have to do that, which is good, because now when my chat keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, disconnecting and reconnecting, we're not going to get a million messages from the bots saying, hello, I'm reconnected. Hello, I'm connected. So, because that's what I tried to fix yesterday, and ooh, that's a pretty cool 787. China Southern. I tried to do that yesterday and I killed our stream. I literally just killed the internet. Alright, so let's get going here. Battery switch on. Electric hydraulic pumps off. 3 green, landing gear down. You shouldn't do that. Shouldn't be just flipping little switches like that. And we'll go bright. Early morning flight here. Now, in real life, it takes off in the middle of the night or late in the evening. Not sure which one it is, but... oh, we're running out of electrics here. Get that ground power connected. Get the plane set up. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Ground power on. These screens should come on. I'm a little nervous now. Oh no. Alright. Fingers crossed these screens come on, otherwise I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's always something. Right? Always something. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yeah, we have electrics, so I don't know what going on. There they are. Okay, good. They always take a little time, I guess. Alright, fault in op test. Overheat fire test. Fire extinguisher test. 1, 2. We'll do the cargo fire test while we're down here.
Ground crew cockpit. Go ahead. Hi Captain, just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done. Roger.
Alright, make sure that starts up. While we're waiting on that, we'll go over here. Manual gear extension panel is closed. You can open up, close that. Gear pins removed. Circuit breakers checked. Emergency equipment checked. Flight recorder all the way back up here. Mock airspeed warning test.
Hello.
Hi.
Stalls aren't working
so
right
I've
now.
spoken to security and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
Thanks a lot.
No problem at all.
Alright. There's a few tests I'm going to do like right now. We'll do the ground proximity warning system test. See if that works right now. I don't know if we can do it at this point. If you can see, we have a little bit of snow falling. I'm going to jump back into chat here again. I'm going to put in, I believe it's weather. No, WX. And there we can see our MEDAR, 12:30 Zulu, which is half an hour ago, 38 minutes ago now. 130 degrees at 3 meters per second, which is 6 knots. 100 or winds are 100 degrees, variable 180. 4,000 is our what is that? Visibility. Looks like snow. Overcast at 600 feet. -11, -7, QNH 1022. Good morning, Creepy Kirk. Hopefully I have a better morning on this stream. I think I figured out the bots because I had the bots set to like tell us when they were online. And so my chat constantly disconnects and reconnects with Twitch. And so every time it would reconnect, all three of those bots, the predict bot, the route bot, the
Hello.
Hi, Captain.
they would all say, hello, I'm back online. And
Staff in the
got really
cabin
annoying.
allowed boarding the passengers. Can you arrange it, please?
Okay, no problem. I'll contact ground and see if we can get one attached.
We have a jetway right
Just
there.
give me a few seconds.
Calm down.
Thanks.
Alright, let's get a little bit of this action going. Alright, FMC, we got the active air rack now until January 25th. Zulu Whiskey 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 823's not in the database probably. Yep, never is. Just copy this right here down. Go to route. And we're going to Uniform Tango Alpha Alpha. Yeah. Uniform Tango Alpha Alpha, Zulu Whiskey Whiskey Whiskey, Uniform Tango Alpha Alpha, company route, request, select, and our flight number, China Southern 5085. Got our flight clearance. Do that.
Urumqi clearance, China 75085, gate 23, request clearance to Ashgabat with information November. China 75085, cleared to Aşgabat via November India X-ray 06 Delta, departure, runway 07, initial climb, flight level 210, then as filed, squawk, 6555. Cleared to Aşgabat via November India X-ray 06 Delta, departure, runway 07, initial climb, flight level 210, then as filed, squawk, 6555, China 75085. China 75085, redback correct. When ready, contact Diwopu ground 121.65. 121.65, China 75085.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it puts it in, sometimes it doesn't. And what's our initial? Initial was level 210. Okay, so want to verify, double check. Why did these guys all turn off now? What? App. There we go. Oh, maybe they were all red because I was disconnected. All right, cool. Yeah, I still have off until the 4th. So, trying to stream and successfully stream as much as possible, as opposed to I streamed what on the night of the 26th, I think, was kind of too late. I can't stream at night, not with the way I get up early. And then 27th, I just was feeling like crap that night on 26th, and so then 27th I didn't get up and stream. And then yesterday I streamed and had all kinds of issues. I think we did 2 hours, and I think I got about an hour of flight or half an hour of flight, and then I killed the internet, so that was great. What do I want? I want this, and then let's get GSX loading plane. Put that away for now, because I want to get the APU going before all these passengers come on. Definitely want to have the definitely a cold morning here in Ürümqi. And let's get this at the nav. Alright, now we'll check this. Oh, they didn't even ask me if I wanted them to port. It's just they just start porting. Pretty cool.
All stations prepare to start boarding.
Yeah, you're a little late.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know, we've started bringing the passengers on board.
Thanks.
Some brief over there. Okay, so Nixer, Gobak, or Whiskey 1019, Gobak, Alpha 343, Roulette, Mike 610, Tips, Zulu 817, Tar, November 143, Agobli, or Agoli, Bravo 114. I like how they actually put the airways in different colors. That's nice. Atkim, November 143, Pogon, Bravo 114, Barat, and then Burr 11 Alpha. We'll see what this is for our arrival. Alright, init performance page. Whoops, I could have kept that open. Oh, okay, it's just a loading. Alright, 0 fuel weight. Oh, no, actually. Gotta fuel this plane. That's what we need to do. 13, 8, 28. Start fuel.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi there, we're now refueling the aircraft and we'll let you know once it's completed. Roger.
Invalid entry. Is that the fuel weight or not? Alright, well. $13.8 for our planned fuel. That matches up. Close. Reserves.
Please place your large bags into the open locker wheels first, and keep your small items under
Cost
the
index
seat in front of
62.
you. These include laptops,
Cruise
handbags, duty-free and
30,200 feet. It's all meters.
Once you have safely stowed
China,
your
that's why it's a
cabin
weird
bag, please
number.
take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we
Wind
kindly ask that you
256
keep the air
at
clear,
61
enabling
knots.
all remaining customers to board. As we are currently refueling, please ensure that your seatbelt remains unfastened until the seatbelt sign is turned on.
57 knot
This is a
headwind.
no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy,
Transition
and we
altitude.
hope you enjoy the flight.
Let's see. Transition altitude starts. Let's see. Well, the transition altitude here depends on the UNH. So right there we have a 1022, so our transition altitude is going to be the 9,850. Yesterday was actually a little bit higher. We were like at 1032 for the hectopascals. So 9850. Put that in for the transition. And one limit. There we go. Electronic flight bag. Request. Performance tool. Runway 7. I'm gonna say wet ice because it is freezing and it is wet. It's not really snow. Nothing's really sticking, but I'm gonna say it's probably wet ice. Import from aircraft. Our weight and our center of gravity and all that good stuff. Packs are gonna be on. Anti-ice for sure gonna be on. -6 degrees right now. Variable winds at 2. Calculate. Takeoff not allowed. And weight exceeds max allowable weight. Why? Is that because... The sim brief screwed me here with the passengers. I got too many passengers. I wonder if that's because of the runway condition, yeah? And the weather. Yeah, if it was dry, you'd have no issues. If it's wet, wet's fine. Wet ice, not okay. Flush? Compact snow?
Ürümqi clearance 7098, parking 68, request clearance.
You don't want to do this for real,
November.
but we're just gonna go wet. Or we're gonna say it's slush.
7098, cleared to ZWWW, 5 kilo,
I don't know if it is for sure wet ice.
Runway 25, initial climb, flight level 210.
We'll say slush so we can take off
3752.
and cross our fingers.
Clear to
See those speeds are pretty.
X-ray 19 Delta, departure, runway 25, initial climb, flight level 210.
Too loud.
Squawk, 3752, 7098.
Alright. We did that. That way I don't have to... Of course, this is not how you would do it in real life. In real life, I mean, there was, I was watching a video where they were talking about, like, there was, like, this weather diversion with some flight, like, where was it out of? It was out of the UK, and they... I can't remember, but it was, like, let's say Manchester. I don't know. I'm just throwing out. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was, like, the flight was Manchester to somewhere out in the Caribbean. And... they diverted. They had to divert, and the airports are actually relevant, but I can't remember the airport names. They had to divert to an airport that was north of them because the weather at their initial takeoff airport would not allow them to take off with enough fuel, which is sort of the situation we're in here. If I would do the wet ice, is that we would have to take on less fuel or less passengers and divert to another airport, fuel up enough then to do our long flight. So it's actually kind of what we ran into there. Now I'm not going to do that because I'm not exactly sure what the conditions are. I don't know where I find that, if it's wet ice or if it's slush. I'm going to go with slush. The real flying bunny.
The _ real _ flying _ bunny just followed.
You're a legend. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Well, anyway, selected temperature is just going to be atmosphere, so not available, so it's just going to go with -6. TO for the rating. N1 should be about 95.9. It is. Go to takeoff. Flaps 5. Like I said, it depends on what I put in here. If I put in slush, we can take off. If I put in wet ice, which it probably more likely is, we can't take off. We're too heavy. We would actually need to take on less fuel, divert to another airport, take on more fuel.
Up to you now. We'll contact you for pushback 1
we're gonna wing it.
Roger.
Okay, so the trims are clear. Oh, it's because I need to go into my next page here and go runway wind. Variable at 2.
Hello.
So just go 0/2. Slope is 0, and runway is wet.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Great. I'll make the call to remove the jetway and you can close
So
the
why
doors.
is my trim?
No problem.
Oh, we're probably not loaded completely. Have we? No. Oh, we're not completely fueled yet. A little bit more on the fuel. That's why the trim. No, the trim is still not matching up here. 4.88. I don't know if it's going to change that much. That's weird. Oh, sorry, gravity machine. There we go. You kind of have to wait on this a little bit. We're also doing the anti-ice, so that
Go ahead.
requires a little bit more engine power.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled as requested. Roger.
Get our V-speed in here. V-speed 154 plus 10, so 164. Runway heading is, we're on runway 07 today. That means a nice short taxi and a 71-degree heading. Okay, so we got the takeoff data in. We'll stay on that page. Release the fuel truck over here, and we are using the APU. We can disconnect ground power. We'll do that as well.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. Please disconnect ground power. Roger. Stand by, please. Ground power has been disconnected.
Flight director's
Roger.
on. I did the light test. Top to our flows. All these are covered. Yaw damper on. Normal, normal, normal. Auto, normal. That's why you make sure your lever's in the off position. On there. I was like, why? Cross feed. Check this light goes off. It does. Alright, we got the window heat on. Good. Ignition switch. We'll do left today since we're at a base. I don't know if this is actually a base, but I'm going to say it is. And the lighting. Oh, I was going to say the lighting seems to have changed, but that's just my. It's on my end, my monitors. I have the night red. Okay, I'm not going to do all the tests for the ground proximity. It just takes a little bit too much time. Auto brakes, RTO. And we're good there. Yeah, let's do a pre-flight checklist. Oxygen tested 100%. Navigation, transfer, and display switches are normal and auto right there. Window heat on. Pressurization mode selector auto, which is right there. Where am I? Flight instruments, heading 358, altimeter 1022. Parking brake set, engine start levers cut off. Checklist complete. Let's close all the doors.
All stations ready to close.
Ground 2 cockpit. Go ahead. We're ready to disconnect. Thanks very much for your help. Pin straight ahead.
Alright, so self-loading cargo is disconnecting because I've been having issues with it working with GSX, even though it's supposed to. It hasn't been working lately,
Cabin
so
crew, arm the doors, please.
we're just going to have them disconnect, and then we'll just do GSX alone for the pushback. Alright, before start checklist, flight deck door closed and locked. You just heard it. Fuel. Right there. What is that? Do the math. 78. 13,820 kilograms. That checked. Pumps on. We're gonna go have the center, all of them on because we have all the tanks being used. Passenger signs auto, windows locked. MCP V2164 heading 71, altitude 21,000. I'm gonna push back, tail to the, where did my, tail to the right. Alright, takeoff speeds V1 140, VR 147, V2 154. CU pre-flight completed, rudder and aileron trim free and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing completed, anti-collision light on. And they are getting connected. We're gonna have to wait until we're completely pushed back. I'm having a lot of problems with oh. You just really need me to remove those chocks? These X confuse me. Alright. Here's our pushback. I'm having this issue too. Just having all kinds of issues with with pushbacks. All kinds of issues.
Welcome aboard China Southern Airlines. 保住您的安全是我们的首要责任，请您观看安全演示。Your safety is our priority. Please watch the safety demonstration.
女士们、先生们，中国南方航空公司欢迎您。Ladies and
Should request
gentlemen,
pushback and start up
welcome
as
to
I should
fly
do.
with the China Southern Airlines. 现在向您介绍机上紧急设备的使用方法和安全程序。
China 75085, pushback and startup approved. Pushback and startup approved. China 75085.
在滑行、起飞、下降、着陆时，禁止开启以下电子设备。During taxiing, takeoff, descending and landing,
The following electronic devices must be turned off. 在
Starting
整个
engine
航程
2.
中，禁止开启以下电子设备。Throughout the flight, please turn off the following electronic devices.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I never noticed like the temperature right there, -6, which is the outside air temperature.
本次航班全程禁烟。Smoking is strictly prohibited. 您的手提行李必须存放在指定的带限动装置的区域。Your carry-on baggage must be stored in
Oil pressure
storage
rising.
space with restrictive devices. 当系好安全带灯亮时，需扣好安全带。Please fasten your seatbelt when fasten seatbelt sign is illuminated.
It's really dark. What the heck is going on there? Why? I don't know what is going on with pushbacks. Anything. It's wild out here. I think that's actually another guy on that one. That's not doing too great either.
水上迫降时，取出救生衣。In case of a ditching, please take the life vest out. 经头部穿好，
Starting engine 1.
将带子扣好系紧。Put the life vest over your head, fasten the buckles, and pull the straps firmly around you. 在客舱内不要充气，离开飞机时用力拉出气阀门。
Looking good. Yeah, I think that's another Datsun plane actually. I was struggling to call out our movements here.
紧急情况下，客舱通道指示灯和出口指示灯会自动亮，指引您从紧急出口撤离。In case of emergency, check lighting and exit indication will automatically illuminate to lead you to the emergency exits. 请确认离您最近的出口。Please locate the exit emergency exit. 撤离时，取下随身携带的尖锐物品。In evacuation, please take off your sharp objects. 撤离后，尽快远离飞机。Move quickly away from the aircraft after evacuation. 安全须知在您前方座椅的口袋里，请尽早取阅。The safety instruction card is placed in your seat pocket. Please read it at your earliest convenience. 现在，请您调直座椅靠背。Now, please adjust your seatbelt to the fully upright position. 扣好安全带。Fasten your seatbelt. 收起小桌板。Lock your tray table. 收起座椅脚踏板。
After start checklist, generators on,
打开遮光板。
probe heat
And pull up the sunshade.
on,
如果您有疑问，请
Anti-ice
联系乘
on.
务员。If you have any further questions, please contact your
isolation
customer
valve
care.
auto, engine start switches continuous, recall checked, auto brake RTO,
祝您
flight
旅途愉
controls
快
checked.
谢谢。Thank you for your attention and have a pleasant flight.
Ground equipment clear.
Diwopu ground, China 75085, request taxi.
China 75085, taxi to holding point runway 07, Brand Alpha.
Taxi to holding point runway 07, Brand Alpha, China 75085.
China Southern 5085, taxiing to runway 07, Ürümqi traffic. I did it backwards. Probably say Ürümqi traffic first. Here we go. Making sure we have nose wheel steering. We had that issue yesterday. Arm the auto throttle.
Diwopu ground, China 78204, heavy, 824, request pushback and startup.
China 78204, heavy, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved, China 78204, heavy.
China 78204,
Why is the number of planes over here?
position.
None of them are talking on.
Hold position,
Oh,
China
I don't know why. I
78204,
don't have
heavy.
it set the right.
Diwopu ground, China 78204, heavy, request taxi.
That's why I'm not hearing anything. I think Unicom is 122.5.
Diwopu ground, China 73435, runway vacated with Alpha. China 73435, taxi to gate 28 by Alpha. Taxi to gate 28 by Alpha, China 73435.
To 2.8. That's why I'm not hearing anything, because I didn't set my radios. Dirt. What the heck? Okay. Well. Ürümqi. Why can't I have COM2 do that? Well, that's annoying. Why can't I use COM2?
Diwopu ground, 6399 at top.
6399 on pushback and startup approved.
Diwopu traffic, Air China 921 runway 07. Diwopu traffic, China Southern 721, passing 5000 feet after takeoff.
Runway 25.
Taxi to holding point, runway 25, 6399.
Ürümqi traffic, China Southern 5085, taxiing to runway 07, Ürümqi traffic.
China 78204, heading taxi to holding point, runway 07, Alpha.
Taxi to holding point, runway 07, Alpha, China 78204, heading.
taxi.
Super traffic, China Natural Airborne.
3435.
Now we're gonna have a standoff here. That actually might be it's a regular plane. Yeah, I think the city was airborne. That's just another China Southern. I'm surprised there's so many planes here. Wasn't expecting it.
China 7425, hold position. Hold position, China 7435.
Yes, that 3435. That's another China Southern. Okay, we're gonna enter the runway here. November.
China 75085, contact Diwopu Tower, 118.1.
118.1, China 75085.
Well, I was trying, so my Twitch chat constantly disconnects and reconnects, right? And so I mistakenly had these three bots reporting that they were online whenever they came online. So every time the chat would reconnect, they'd report, and so my whole chat was just filled with them on and off coming in. And so I was trying to figure out how do I fix this issue. And whatever I did, I turned something off and it just shut my whole internet down, so killed the stream. So that's why we're trying again today. So it was, yeah, like problem on problem, but I think we're doing all right today. And we have some snow, so it's nice. Hopefully we can get off the ground. I said we had slush instead of saying we had wet ice. We probably more likely have wet ice, but then we would have had to take on less fuel and divert and do all kinds of other stuff, so I'm just gonna go like that. We are on VATSIM network. We're also on multiplayer, so I got way too much stuff going on. I got my FS HUD ATC, so definitely populated. There are actually like 2 or 3 other planes on VATSIM flying out of here. I'm looking right now. There's 1, 2, 3. 2 of them are headed to Beijing. 1 is headed to Russia, somewhere in Russia probably.
Indicated contact ground 121.6575.
And obviously, I also have other planes coming in with FS HUD ATC. So busy airport. I wasn't expecting it to be like this. But. Now, I'm thinking tomorrow I'm probably gonna have to go. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to jump on and fly out of like Manchester or Amsterdam or something, because this time of day it seems like Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Manchester, London, Gatwick, Leipzig is hot today. Shanghai is hot today. I think there's an event going on in Shanghai. No, there isn't. Not until tomorrow. Maybe do that tomorrow too, fly into Shanghai. Big event. Alright, we're holding position. Holding position. Another plane coming, or is... Oh, okay. Oh, the 787 that was parked next to us, the China Southern. So that's on FS HUD ATC, so we should hear them get a... They're holding position also. That's China Southern 8204 Heavy. They're ready for departure. We're ready for departure. We're going to see who gets to go first, but someone must be coming in for a landing. But yeah, I got SimAware open right now, looking at VATSIM, and yeah, this is the time of day. I mean, Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Manchester, they've got full coverage. Gatwick, Leipzig are also, I mean, these are pretty popular airports. So we might do, maybe we'll, I don't know if I want to jump in there though, if it's so busy. So our flight to Chicago the other day was just all right, no problems there. Kind of want to jump into that Shanghai. There's a event tomorrow, a Shanghai event. But there's also a Hangzhou event. So maybe we'll fly maybe we'll do Hangzhou and kind of fly through Shanghai airspace maybe. Because like Shanghai, they're doing Shanghai real ops, and you have to do you have to actually book a slot or whatever. But it's very confusing. And I also can't figure out how to do it. And the slots I would like to do, like the flights I'd like to do, are too late. Okay, so you had us holding. We just told them to continue approach. And now, who wants to go? Okay. Watch them tell 918 to go around. A little bit different cloud cover than yesterday.
China 75085, wind variable at 2 knots, runway 07, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 07, cleared for takeoff, China 75085.
Probably should use the whole runway too.
V1. Rotate.
918, wind variable at 2 knots, cleared to land 07.
Gear up.
Clear to land 07918.
Autopilot engaged. Ürümqi traffic, China Southern 5085, airborne runway 07, Ürümqi traffic.
China 75085, contact Xinshi approach 127.90.
127.90, China 75085. Xinshi approach, China 75085, November India X-ray 06 Delta, departure at 4,300, climbing flight level 210.
Beeline 7552, turn right heading 230.
Right heading 230, Beeline 7552.
China 75085, radar contact, continue climb flight level 210.
Continue climb flight level 210, China 75085.
China 76996, fly heading 220.
Fly heading 220, China 76996.
No, the real flight's not only 7 hours.
Continue descent 4,900.
Continue descent 4,900.
Airtime should be around 4. So time, I think. Well, in sim I have the time set to 7:50 a.m. So it's exactly the same time as. Yeah, it's exactly 20 or 12 hours ahead in time or behind in time. So it's set to the same time as my local time right now. Which is why if you look at you look at the universal time right here, 1:51. Right now live it's 13:51, right? But I have it set to 1:51 so that it's the same time of day as it is for me here in the U.S. So in reality, it's us in real time at 7:51 p.m. in Ürümqi. Ürümqi. That's how you say it in Chinese. Ürümqi. It is 7:51 p.m. Oh. And but I have it set 12 hours difference, which is why the universal time is 12 hours different from our time too. Real flight, yeah, real flight should take 4 hours. Let me see what I have it written down. I always have the on my schedule. I have it written down like what the one of the flights flown. 4 hour 1 minute. So that's like the flight I based this on. It took 4 hours and 1 minute. So planning on about 4 hours. Might use some time acceleration. Let's see. Let's see how the stream's going. If we're bored. How to play? I always, every time I fly out of Ürümqi, it's actually pretty. Few planes actually coming in. I guess it's just the right time of day too, because that's the thing. It doesn't matter with the injected traffic and FS-HUD ATC. So I'm using FSLTL to inject the traffic, and so that's live traffic. The traffic is the AI traffic that's being injected in is live. So if I'm flying, so right now I'm flying in China. It's in reality it's 7:53 p.m. right now in China, and so yeah, there's actually a few planes coming in. You can see them coming in to land. We're also on VATSIM. We also have multiplayer, so there's all kinds of planes. Hey, Boozy Sheep. Well, so far so good this morning. We're 53 minutes into the stream. We're actually in the air. I figured out my issue with the chat bots. I had them reporting when they came online. And I had turned that off thinking I don't need that on. And then I tried to do the commands and the commands didn't work right away. So I turned them back on, and my chat always disconnects and reconnects, and so every time, like my whole chat was just flooded with the chat bot saying, "Hey, hi, I'm online. Hi, Predict is online. Hi, Route is online." And so I tried to fix that, and I killed my internet. So, but actually, I think it turned out for the best because we got to have some snow on the ground. Well, we didn't have any snow on the ground, but it was snowing. But we also get to have these beautiful clouds on this takeoff. The weather is absolutely amazing. Yesterday was a lot clearer, I think. We're going to kind of get out of it and we'll see all those mountains eventually, but beautiful takeoff here. Ürümqi. Let me look this up to see how it's kind of weird because it's Ürümqi. That's how you say it in Chinese, but that's not how it's written. Or it's kind of written like that, but it's missing the M, or it's missing the U after the M. Mu-chi. Because that's how
Boeing Center, China 75085, November India X-ray 06 Delta, departure at flight level 150, climbing flight level 210.
China 75085, radar contact, continue climb flight level 300.
Continue climb flight level 300, China 75085.
Okay, so that's basically our cruise altitude that we planned on. Ürümqi. All right. I need to set that back to. It knocked me off of my off of Unicom. There were actually a few planes on VATSIM at Ürümqi this morning. I'll keep that on so we can hear them. Closest plane to us is a Lot 92 Boeing 787-10, flying from Beijing out to where are we going? Out to Warsaw. Okay, cool. And we're going different directions, so it looks like we have no one near us on VATSIM, so didn't have any issues with that. Not a very popular place in the world. Oh, okay, so one of those planes that took off from where we are, he's flying up to Tolmachevko Airport, Uniform November Tango. That's where he was flying, and there is a little coverage there, so makes sense. I'm guessing the Shanghai's got coverage right now because they're getting ready for their event tomorrow. Shanghai and Hangzhou. There's a Hangzhou Shaoshan International Airport open day tomorrow, 1100 to 1600 Zulu. So we could fly that. Or no, that's on the 31st. Never mind. Tomorrow is Shanghai Pudong Real Ops, 1130 to 1600. The problem is you gotta. I mean, maybe we can fly in there, but we get stuck because they're gonna prioritize people that have booked slots. And the problem is there's no good slots for the flights I would like to do. Like, all the good slots are really long international flights, and I don't really want to do a flight from Shanghai to Chicago. I've done that enough in real life, so we'll see. And I'm looking at VATSIM also. Europe is the place to be this time of day, I guess, so. Be cool. For some reason, we always get locked up at oh, I didn't get my flaps up all the way. Here I'm at 19,000 feet, and I don't have my flaps up. There we go. That's why I've done this 2 flights in a row now where I'm just putzing at 230 knots. Climbing out. Let's see if we can get a little tunage and then figure out what else to do. Oh, a new song here. I have a new song in the playlist. Yeah, can't pump the real tunes because we're streaming on YouTube as well. And while I do get a Twitch notification, they just disabled the VOZ, and I just need to. YouTube will just shut your stream down midway through. Also on multiplayer, so we're on VATSIM, also on multiplayer. Let's see, what server am I on? Server East USA. I'm on the East USA. Automatic. Alright, so that's where we just blew it out of. So Ürümqi, that's how it's said, I guess. That's probably the way Probably Uyghur, it said. I'm gonna guess. Dihua. But of course, it's Urumu. So this is Mu right here. Urumqi. What is that? That's Shi. Urumqi Shi. Which is Shi is a city. That part. But Urumqi. So Urumqi. You got 4 characters there. But obviously the way it's spelled is probably more the local Uyghur Ürümqi right there. Never been to Ürümqi. I've always saw it on because I lived over here, you know, Shanghai. I lived in Hangzhou. Using the necklace. So if you guys are on the Do the Vatsim event tomorrow, or on the 31st, there's a nice Hangzhou event, and there's a nice freeware, finally a decent freeware airport for Hangzhou, an airport that does not exist, you know, that Microsoft Flight Simulator just ignored, and it's like, it's a significant international airport in China, and it's just like, yeah, who cares? So yeah, they got the Shanghai event, and then there's a Hangzhou event on the 31st, so that's where I lived right in this area. There's Urumqi. Let's see, how many people does Ürümqi have? It's not that big, actually. It's a pretty small city. For China, 4 million only? 4 million people? Wow. See the difference between the Chinese characters. So this is the simplified Chinese, which the Chinese Communist Party introduced, and which is what I've more learned. Then you got the traditional, which has a little bit more, and all these have meanings. In that, some of the meaning is lost in these characters by making it simplified. I know, like the character for heart, it literally, or I think love actually has heart in it, or one way or the other. It has that. You know, the character for heart is in the character for love, or whatever. It's kind of that connection there. And obviously the Uyghur script right there. Oh, I'm actually saying it wrong here. Urumqi. When my wife said it, I didn't hear her say the woo. That actually makes more sense. If I knew my characters, I don't know all of them. I know Moo, but I don't know. This one looks like G to me, like chicken, but that must be different. Beautiful pasture. There you go. Urumqi. Urumqi. I feel like I've seen Lucia before, but that might be why. This is actually kind of funny right here. On February 1st, 1954, following the founding of the People's Republic of China, the city's name was officially changed back to Ürümqi. The ruling Chinese Communist Party believed that the name Dihua, which literally means to enlighten and civilize, was belittling and ethnically chauvinistic, or chauvinist. Oh, look at that, the CCP all getting all woke and everything. Which is funny, considering it's the CCP. To enlighten and civilize was belittling and ethnically chauvinist. I would think a lot of the people in the area of in the Uyghur area would rather have the city called Dihua and be belittled and ethnically have some ethnic chauvinism in the name of their city versus what's actually happening to them. So that's what's kind of funny, because it's like, okay, we changed the name of the city, but we're gonna put you in labor camps and re-education camps and worse, because that's all right. They're still doing the enlightening and civilizing, they just don't have it in the name of the city anymore. You can see how there's riots and arrests, and it's like, well, yeah, because that's kind of a, you know, because you have a completely different ethnic population in Ürümqi. versus, you know, it's, Uyghurs versus Han, right? I lived over here. This is the big city I lived in. Hangzhou. Hangzhou. All these. I've been to all these places here. Actually lit. Is that the one? I don't remember where that one is. Depending on the picture, I can actually probably find my. I guess I can't find my apartment on any of these. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. I love it. You can also see how confusing, like, this is all Hangzhou, but like the city is actually here, and then, you know, this is all different, like, county cities and countryside, and we actually ended up living over here more towards the end, her hometown, my wife's hometown. But yeah, the difference is, there you go, 11 million people in Hangzhou. So. So when I say, like, Ürümqi is, you know, small at 4 million, it's like, well, yeah, because I lived in a place with 11 million, and then just down, you know, just up the road a little bit is Shanghai, which of course is one of the biggest cities in the world. Shanghai. 26 million people right there. First in China. Did you see what Hangzhou was? Oh, Hangzhou's 5th?
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We've reached our cruise level and are currently flying at an altitude of 25,000 feet. We're expecting to arrive on time as planned. Progress is going very well. You'll hear from me again once we're about to start our descent. Thank you.
I don't know why it said 5th when Hangzhou is... Where? Well, maybe it would be 5th. Why it's not... Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's the actual city. So the actual city, that's right. The actual city is 9 million, and then kind of where I live probably added a couple million. I didn't realize it was in the top that far up. Shenzhen, Guangzhou, those are both down by Hong Kong. Guangdong. That's where you like Cantonese is actually Guangdong language. Dongguan. You see all these places in that area. Qingdao. I've been to Qingdao. Qingdao is an interesting place because this is you know, Tsingtao right there, that beer. Qingdao is interesting because it's so, they have a very, they were one of, I think it was one of the concessions, one of the cities that was occupied, and it was occupied by the Germans. So there's a lot of breweries. You obviously got Qingdao Brewery, a lot of German architecture. Alright. Well, I kind of was blocking the view. Look at that. Beautiful, just like it was yesterday. Still beautiful today. There we go. Alright, so this is what I like to use. I kind of just keep my, keep tied in with my Chinese. You know, kind of learn some more. Well, Duolingo. It gets a lot of flack because it's not really the greatest way to learn a language, but I mean, I think it's alright. Not terrible. So I'm going to turn off the music for now. Pump this up. And let's talk about seasons.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wait. 东南下南秋
I don't remember what fall is. 我的家人和我喜欢what's fall? 秋天的 right? 秋天 That's right. 秋天 is fall.
Xia. 秋毛
It looks like show, which is hand. I was confused by it.
东家
你喜欢冬天吗？
你喜欢冬天 You like winter? Yeah. That's easy word bank. It is neither cold nor hot in fall. Do I say ta? I don't think I say ta.
不冷
Too long. But not cold. Nor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. Nor cold. Also not hot.
不热
In fall.
秋天
Did I say it? Oh. Fall, not cold, also not hot. That's how you say it.
这里的夏天有多热？这里的夏天有多热？这里的夏天有多热？夏天，这里的夏天有多热？有，这里的夏天有多热？多热？
It is here. Here, summer is very hot. Or how hot are some? Yeah, I suppose it depends how you say it. Do 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 do.
Request climb flight level 340.
China 75085, continue climb flight level 340.
Continue climb flight level 340, China 75085.
Alright, we'll climb a little bit more with the 340. There's Simaware. See the popular airports. Gatwick look like. Gatwick and Heathrow kind of fallen off as far as coverage. Athens looking pretty good.
他是1年前去北京的。钱。
Sometimes they trick you with this, with the word bank. They don't have the capital. She went to Beijing 1 year ago. Or it was 1 year ago that she went to Beijing. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. It was 1 year, yeah. That's always the thing, is sometimes the English, you know, it's like, oh, how do I say this in English? Alright, this spring. Jiga spring.
春天.
We will. 我们
会
有 So we will have. You always have. Iga, a new, or Iga, so one, and then this is kind of just a measure word. So Iga, one new.
行.
And da kind of means it's like whatever comes after that is tied to the.
老师.
So Xingda, like da is kind of like possessive almost. You'd say like woda is like mine or my. But sometimes you do it with adjectives also. So like new, and then you tie it to whatever the noun is. So 老师, which is teacher.
他想1年后买新冰箱.
He, Shang is wants. Ta, he wants. Ta Shang, he wants. So 1年 is 1 year. Ho, so in a year, or next year, you know, after a year, he wants to buy. So my is buy. Shin, what is that?
Bing.
Oh, Bing something, which is refrigerator. So he wants to buy a new refrigerator. Now it doesn't always. You don't always have to put in like here. You got Shin, and then just goes in refrigerator. So sometimes you could say, you probably could say Xingda, Bing, you know, Xingda refrigerator, or you can sometimes drop that duh. So probably the most grammatically correct is to have the duh. I'm not exactly sure. He wants to buy a new refrigerator in a year. It is neither cold nor hot in fall. Okay, so fall.
秋天. 不冷.
Oolong, not cold. Also,
yeah.
not hot.
热.
There you go. See, I've been doing that for what? Over 2 years? Almost 3 years now? That might be 3 years. Yeah, that's over 3 years. Yeah, 3+ years. Let's do one more lesson. We'll get the diggly.
哦。
天气越来越热。天气越来越热。越来越。天气越来越热。热。天气越来越热。
The weather is getting hotter. Okay, so this is getting the weather getting hotter.
哦，夏季。
你去过澳大利亚吗？
Alright, so ni chu guo. So chu is go. Guo means been. right? Past tense. So have you been, and then Adalia. What do you think Adalia is? You know, Adalia. Have you been to Adalia, Australia? So Adalia, Australia. Have you been to Australia? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he baked me a cake. Thank you.
哦。秋。夏。秋。亚。
Oh, I'm down to 1 heart.
前天是
Forget
我
I
的
don't
生
have
日。
unlimited.
前天是我的生日。前天，前天是我的生日。是我的生日。前天是我的生日。
So 前天. So I think that means the day before yesterday was my birthday. Yeah. 前天, because yesterday is 昨天, 前天 before.
后天是我女朋友的生日。
And 后天 is the day after tomorrow is my, so 我女朋友, or 女朋友, new is girl, 朋友 is friend, so the day after tomorrow is my girlfriend's 生日, which is birthday. You see, 我, now you could say 我的女朋友的生日, but the, again, that possessive. You can always sometimes drop the possessive, you can tell, like 我女朋友, I, girlfriend, oh, my girlfriend, right? You can kind of by context figure, even if it doesn't have all the characters, all the different words. What will you be doing the day of tomorrow? 后天.
后天.
We always, dates, times always go first in Chinese and then other stuff. So, day after tomorrow, 你会做. So, what will you, or you will do what?
什么?
Oh. 季.
You're forgetting.
夏.
Yeah.
秋.
哪个季节去台湾最好？季。最。
What is the best season? So, naga.
季。节。
季节.
节。
Which is season. So what is the best season? This is Wei Hao is
最。
best. So it's the order of the words. So that's sometimes something too. You gotta figure out the order of the words. So what is the best season to?
台。
Oops, not Thai.
去。
Go to. So no travel. Just to go to. There's
台湾。台湾。
Taiwan.
你的英语越来越好。的。你的英语越来越好。
So your, ni de, ni is you, de possessive your.
你的英语越来越好。
That's Hanyu.英语. Where's my 英语?
英语。
English. So.
你的英语越来越好。越来越好。
So your English is getting better or good. Okay?
帮助。
季节。质量。
书。
12月在澳大利亚是夏天。
So December. So this is.
10.
12 is 12. So 10 is 10, which is this.
10.
R. 2. So 12 is 12. And then 月 is month. So 12th month, December. December is, Zai is kind of.
在.
Zai is in, is located, kind of a location. Is summer. Oh, I think that, what is that?
Oh.
Oh, wait. December in Australia. Oh, that's what I want to say. December in Australia. So Adalia.
Oh, 亚利亚
Adalia is
是
then
夏
Jatian.
天
Summer. That's right. Make sure I get the words right. Sometimes I'll write it and I'll just get the English slightly wrong. Like, it's kind of funny because I'll write it too, and it's like it doesn't even make sense in English. It's like, wait, why would I write a sentence like that in English? Didn't think it through very well. What did you do the day before yesterday?
前天
Yantian ni.
做
Okay, so 今天 day before yesterday. You do, and then this makes it past tense. So you did what?
什么
So yesterday, or day before yesterday, you did what? That's literally what it is. What's your favorite season? 你
最喜欢
So 喜欢 is like, 最 is really like or most like, so favorite. So 你最喜欢
什么季节
Ugh, I knew it was the other way around. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Try it again. I knew it. I knew I had it wrong. So it's 你最喜欢
喜欢
的
的季节
What's your favorite? The favorite is an adjective. What's your favorite season? So you have that the season. 这是什么
是什么
You know, is. So what is your favorite season? Right? There's your what is right there. What is your favorite season? It was just a game kind of way to learn language. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of them in here too. I kind of play with. I got really into French for a while. I gotta set my keyboard back to English. Oh, I just realized I had my YouTube stream set to private. I was like, why is no one watching on YouTube? Oh no. Oh. Oh yeah. What are you gonna do? Alright, since we're in this plane, we're gonna, oh, actually, let me not do that yet. Let me write down when we took off so we can track our actual flight time in the sim. because once you use time acceleration, all your tracking programs, they go by obviously real time. So we're going to do a little time acceleration just because a little bit longer flight. We don't want to be feel washed out on this camera. We don't want to be pushing up against noon. Nothing really to do today. Well, that's why. I like this a little darker. Let me know what you think of that. Yeah, nothing to do today. I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna take the boy. We're both gonna get a haircut. Go get a haircut. Otherwise, relax. But it's still kind of hard to. I mean, there's really no rush. I mean, I could stream until like 11 or 11:30, but I don't know. I don't know. If we stream the flight faster, that means I can go do some errands, then we can run back and we can do maybe an afternoon stream or something. That's what that means. It just means more flying, possibly, or getting other things done. I can't believe I forgot to. I can't believe I set the stream up and it just automatically went to private on YouTube. That's why no one was watching over there. I was just like, why is no one from YouTube commenting? A little weird. This song always comes up, The Guitarist by Next Route. I'm using Audio Library Plus, and this one song, The Guitarist by Next Route, and it always sounds like Lady Gaga, because it literally is. I just stole a bunch of the, or stole it. I don't want to say stole, but kind of sampling the beat.
Hello.
Hi, Captain.
Melody.
I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay.
Is that Poker Face, I think?
Everything is absolutely fine, yes. Thanks for asking.
Great. Call me if you need anything.
Well, if I knew that, YouTube... like I said, I'm going to have to start streaming. I'm probably going to start trying it. I want to start doing some, like, Twitch-only streams, which I have done a few of. I did, like, the other evening. I flew... a pilot's life. We flew Ibex Airlines in Japan. It was another day. I did I think I streamed for like 6-7 hours just doing, I think I did 3 legs over there in Japan on YouTube or on Twitch. And when I stream on Twitch only, then we can play the real music. Well, not the music I really like to listen to. Even though it's kind of weird when I'm flying, having music going, it's just not natural to me. I used to always have music playing. When I was doing stuff on my computer. Anything I was doing, it was like I'd have my music going. Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, whatever it was. It would always be going. And now it's like I get too distracted. It's like the only time I can really listen to music is when I'm driving at work. And even then I listen, unless I'm like listening to XM radio or I have my own music playing. It's like I can't even listen to the radio. The radio stations in my city are just awful. the classic rock station, which used to play good music, used to have some good shows too. I mean, they used to have like Alice Cooper's show on in the evening. Of course, I don't stay up late enough to hear that if it was on anymore. But you know, now it's just like they play the same. Like they have like it feels like they have like maybe a 40-song playlist at this point. So you hear the same. You know, and they've expanded the format because now classic rock is not just 60s and, you know, not just like late 60s, 70s, early 80s. It's now the entire 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. It's everything now, basically. It's just rock and roll. You know, anything that's considered quote unquote rock, you know, or classic rock, I guess. And it's like, okay, fine, you want to expand the time they're covering. That's fine. I don't like newer stuff as much because it's not the music I listen to, but the problem I have with it is it's always the same songs. It's always the same songs, and they play them so often. It's like the ones, I can't even think of like the stuff, but you know, the newer stuff from like the 90s or the 2000s, that stuff, they have, I swear they have like a playlist of 10 songs, because you'll hear, you know, they'll play like a Led Zeppelin song, let's say, and the next song, I already know before the Led Zeppelin song's over, I already start humming because it's now drilled in my head the next song that's gonna play, and it's always one of those newer songs, and it's one of 3 or 4 songs. That's why I can guess which of the 3 or 4 songs it's going to be, because it's always like they have those on this rotation and they play them like 5, 6, 7, 20 times a day, it feels like. And it's so frustrating. It's like I can't remember the last time I heard an Eric Clapton song, or, you know, I'm trying just any, you know, there's some artists where it's like I don't even hear them anymore on the station. But then they play their promo. They play like the promo because it's hometown rock now. They play the promo, and you have all the people. You know, they go around town asking people what their favorite bands are they like to listen to, and they're naming off all your typical classic rock 70s bands. And I'm like, you keep playing this promo, but I never hear you guys play this. You know, some of these bands ever. They never pop up, and I listen to the radio 12 hours a day sometimes when I'm at work. So I would know if you guys are playing it, and I don't know. I'm just blabbing about music. Alright, we got the time acceleration going. We're going 2 times speed. We could go 4 times speed. I mean, we've got 2.5 hours to go. I don't know. I started hearing that little drum going there, and not like I don't have a first officer going. What's clicking on my? I still the wing or the engine anti. I should turn that off. You want that on? I feel like we're going through. Zhongguo and Nan, so that's Zhongguo is China, Nan is southern. That's G, which is air. I don't know exactly all these. Southern. Oh, Nanli, I think that is. So that might be southern. And then Jichuan or Jichuan, I think, is airline. I might completely be butchering that, but I know for sure these 3. Zhongguo and Nan, which is China south. Maybe Li, this might be Li, which makes it southern. Yeah, the graphics card's getting beat up right now with this kind of wispy clouds. Yep, so we're no longer 12 hours ahead or behind because we are using time acceleration, so we can kind of judge how much time acceleration is helping us too, because we were exactly 12 hours ahead. Now we've gained 10 minutes. So we'll see. You can kind of see how that builds up. We've gained 10 minutes in the time we've been using time acceleration. All depends on what you're doing. Time acceleration, I think if you're flying offline, technically I'm on VATSIM. You're not supposed to use time acceleration on VATSIM. Or it's preferred if you don't, simply because, especially if you're flying like anywhere where there's actually air traffic control. I mean, we're kind of in the middle of, there's nothing really around us, no one really else we're not going to run into. So, like if we were flying over Europe right now, definitely wouldn't be, and on VATSIM, definitely wouldn't be using time acceleration. We'd get in trouble super fast. Alright, turn that off. Yeah. But I think flying offline, do some really nice, longer flights. Like this one's a longer flight. I used to fly these all real time. It's just harder for me to do real time flying because like any minute now my son's gonna be blasting the door open and running in here. And now sometimes I do this time acceleration, it actually bites me in the butt because it speeds up when it makes my landing time like right when he starts coming in. So we're fine on that because we still got at least a couple hours or an hour and a half probably when it's all said and done. So we'll be able to get him set up doing something. Near the door right now. Amazing. Amazing, he's like clockwork. Set your watch by him the way he comes out. Alright, so if you're just joining, we are flying Ürümqi, that's how you say it in Chinese, or Ürümqi, Xinjiang, China, flying over to Aşgabat, Turkmenistan, on board China's Southern Flight 5085 in the Boeing 737-800 World Tour Flight 301. I can hear him crying in the other room now. There he goes. Which means we have 8 more flights after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more flights scheduled on this, going from point to point to point to point. Meaning we're going to fly from Ürümqi, China to Aşgabat, Turkmenistan. Then we're going from Aşgabat to Almaty, Kazakhstan. Then we're flying from Almaty, Kazakhstan to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan to Kuwait. Kuwait to Damascus, Syria. Damascus, Syria to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia to Aden, Yemen. And then Aden, Yemen to Gaza in Palestine, or, well, the disputed Palestine. And that's where we're going to finish up the point-to-point-to-point flying. 309 flights where we have flown from airport to airport, continuing on, continuous, never skipping an airport. So whatever airport we landed in, that's where we took off from next to do this world tour, getting into every country in the world. Now we are going to jump from there, from Palestine. We're just going to jump over to Montreal, do a quick flight over to Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon, which is a French territory near Canada that I missed when we were over there, and I'm not going to try to fly all the way over there and do that. I just want to knock it out, get done with it. Now, we could continue flying point to point to point. Maybe I will. I might have that just in the background, like as a thing. I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to start scheduling and keep doing it. Maybe we'll do a world tour round 2. But it's not going to be the priority, probably. I'm probably going to, because I've been doing this for 3 years in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it's going to be kind of nice to be like, okay, you know what? I finished it. I've flown into every country in the world. Now I want to kind of do something else. Now, part of me wants to kind of just schedule flights, like maybe one flight we're going to fly in North America. Next stream will fly a flight in Europe. Next stream will fly an Asian flight. Next flight will do an Australian or that kind of area world flight. Next flight, an African flight, right? Just kind of bounce all over more. And also have you guys with your requests, or maybe look and see what we got on VATSIM. Kind of just open it up. We'll see how that works, because I know the big thing, the reason I started doing the world tour at all is because I have such a hard time deciding what flight to do. And if I have a flight where it's like, well, this is the flight you're doing, go do it. That's what the world tour is. This is the flight you got to do, go do it. So I don't know if the Freedom's going to be better or worse. Definitely what I'll do is like we'll still have to schedule flights out. We'll just have, it won't be limited to doing this world tour. It'll be, okay, here's a request. We're going to do that request this day. Okay, here's a VATSIM event I know it's happening, or I know that, for example, right now, VATSIM, Germany is really big on VATSIM right now, especially Frankfurt, right? So I know that we can go on VATSIM and do like a Frankfurt, it looks like, what else we got here? Malpensa, you know, Leipzig, there's a few places. I mean, it seems like Heathrow and Gatwick are always, Manchester are always very popular, you know, when I start streaming, so we could like fly out of there, fly over to Frankfurt. But what I gotta do, I still gotta make sure I schedule these flights, because make sure I do them. Otherwise I come in and I'm like, where should I fly today? And it doesn't work. It doesn't work for streaming. Especially if I have my overlays and stuff, I need to make sure I have stuff prepared, or scenery, that kind of thing. But yeah, I can't believe it. 8 more flights, and then there might be some time. No guarantees that we're going to fly that Miquelon flight right away, St. Pierre and Miquelon, because I need to get an ATR. I need to get a livery made for that ATR. Is this an ATR 76 flight or 75 flight? We're going to do it in the 76. And I want to fly in the ATR. I want to fly with the right livery too, if possible. And there is a livery out there for the ATR 76, but it's for the community versions, for the freeware. And I'm like, well, yeah, a year or two ago when I was flying the ATR, I was flying the community version, flying it with the King Air cockpit and all that. But now we have the actual ATR, so I want to fly the actual ATR. We did 5 flights on this world tour with it in a row over by Fiji, and that was really fun. We got really good at it. Fun plane to fly. Different. It's different. Especially with the props. Alright, well, I'm going to step away for a few minutes. You can see we've already gained, again, we've gained 17 minutes doing the time acceleration. We're 17 minutes ahead of real time now. Or actually 12 hours and 17 minutes ahead of real time, technically. But, you know what I mean. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the camera, turn off the mic, pump up the music, and watch those beautiful clouds go by.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Sorry to bother you. Would you like something, please?
I'd love a bar of chocolate, or maybe something like a flapjack if you have one.
Of course. Just give me a couple of minutes and I'll bring it to you.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Your food is ready to use the galley whenever you want it.
Thanks.
No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you, as a self-loading cargo customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
Keep it going.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just checking to see if everything is okay.
Yes, everything is fine. Thanks for asking.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
75085, expect 12 uniform Romeo 11 Alpha, arrival with ILS, approach, runway 1 left, report when ready for descent.
Expect 12 uniform Romeo 11 Alpha, arrival, Hugo ILS, approach, runway 1 left, report when ready for descent, China 75085.
Alright, we just got our clearance, our expectation at least, for out of Turkmenistan Center. Let's see what's going on around here. Alright, we need to get our stuff in here. Let's get on the charts. Make sure we have everything we want. Alright, so we got our runway 11 left. Arrival Burr 11 Alpha. Lukemer ILS.
China 75085, contact Ashgabat Center 118.1.
118.1, China 75085. Ashgabat Center, China 75085, inbound at flight level 340.
China 75085, radar contact, maintain flight level 340.
Maintain flight level 340, China 75085. China 75085, ready for descent.
China 75085, descend flight level 190.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. We'll be descending in just a few minutes from now. The arrival weather forecast is looking good, so it should be a nice easy approach into the airport. We're not expecting any delays, so we should be able to land fairly quickly. Once we do start our descent, please make sure to listen carefully to any instructions from our cabin crew and pay special attention to the seatbelt sign. Thanks for flying with us, and I'll speak to you again soon.
Alright, so we'll give it 5 minutes. Should be that top of descent right there. We'll just let the vertical nav do it, the VNav. And while waiting on that, let's go to check out the charts. Alright, first we want to look at the ROT 11 Alpha arrival right there. Transition level, flight level 120. We come in, looks pretty straightforward, just 241 degrees to Ürümqi. Doesn't look like any restrictions, anything. And then we got the airport elevation right there, so we can grab that. Put that there. So landing altitude is going to be 700. Actually forgot to change this. Go down in here and we want to look at the descent page. Forecast, and we can request the winds. Transition level is going to be 120. Okay, we got the winds in there. Let's jump onto our approach page. And we got the airport elevation. We're going to put 700 in. We have that. We'll do the Cat 2. Actually, we'll do Cat 1. Looks like the weather should be clear. We'll double check that on the MEDAR. You can get a MEDAR. I tried it in the with the chat. Let's see if it works in the actual page. There it is. Alright, so MEDAR we have. Right there we have VFR, 7 degrees overcast, 6 knots, 110 degrees. Are we getting runway? Got the wrong runways here. 1 left. But same thing. Same concept. Visibility. 10 kilometers plus. We got overcast at 4,900 feet, so we'll have a Cat 1 because we'll definitely be below that by the time we get to the airport. And then 1033 for our pressure. Alright, 1033. Seatbelt signs on for passengers. Minimums, we're looking at 882 for altitude. We'll do radio, and they'll just be 200 feet above runway, above ground. Back to the chart. Localizer 108.5 and course 114. One 108.5, 108.5, and we'll also put the VOR in because we do need that for the go around procedure. 114.5. 114.5 if needed. Alright, so look at the missed approach. We're going to capture the glide slope at 2,500 feet.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. Depending on the destination air traffic, we should be landing in around 20 minutes. In the meantime, I will be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt
at some point I need to start using
illuminated
the voice and do it myself instead of having
On that note,
getting interrupted by my own
toilet, then you should try to visit one now as they
you can act
will
like the
close
first
during the
officer's
approach.
giving it, or the captain.
You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Okay. So I wanted to look at the go-around procedure, or missed approach. We're going to climb on 114 degrees, which is the runway. Yeah, we're going this way. And then we're going to turn left, intercept radial 109 of the VOR. See that right there? And the radial is right there, so if we're climbing out, we're going to actually have to go over to intercept it. Take that out to Gudra. Gotta look at the right one. Gudra, climbing to 3,000 feet and hold. Hold right there. For further instructions. Now, if we have a comm failure, we're going to climb, basically do the same thing out to Gudra, climbing it to 3,000. Then we're going to proceed to Gipun, then to Ugmer, hold for 3 minutes, then according to the chart. If we can't communicate with ATC, we would do this longer procedure. And hold out here, and then just go in for our arrival. Basically, you're holding here, I would guess, for 3 minutes, kind of scoping out the area, seeing what else, any other planes, because if they're going to be coming on that approach, they're going to be coming around this area as well. You should be able to see them and go, okay, I don't see any other planes, we can proceed, get in there, and that's if you have no comms. Now if you have comms, obviously you hold out here, they'll let you know, they'll get you back in, probably with the same exact routing, or maybe vectors somewhere else, but again, that's if we have no comms. Right there's the glide slope, 2,500 feet, 114 degrees, into the runway. And there we go. Well, we'll take a look at the airport chart as well, make sure we know where we want to exit. We want to exit right. If we're going to vacate right, Alpha 3 probably, or Alpha 2 for the high speed. And then there's the terminal. Let's get a look at the terminal and determine which parking spot we want. So we're going to be expecting something like, it's going to be in the hundreds. I can actually even look at my settings here. Gate 2. Helpful. Gate 2. What the heck? They never match up. The markings of the airport and then the actual gates. It's funny because here, at this airport, the gates are some random 3-digit number, and now there's actually gate numbers and stuff for GSX and actual Microsoft Flight Simulator. Whereas a lot of other airports, it's the other way around, where the in-game airport has just these random numbered spots, and then the chart's saying, hey, this is gate 3 or gate B5, and it ends up in Microsoft Flight Simulator as like 123 spot or something. Well, we'll figure it out. There's no gate 2 anywhere. Okay, so we're going to go to Terminal 1, probably. There's a Terminal 2 on the other side of the airport. I don't really want to go there. Yeah, everything's just 3-digit numbers at this airport. No gates, per se. Double check in here. Let's go to the plan page and actually just make sure everything looks right. Again, the missed approach is just taking a Gudra. It doesn't even have a hold or anything in there, but we would obviously, if needed, we just click on there and go into a hold pattern. Weather just changed. Not exactly sure how we do that. Oh, there it is, hold. Hold that. Alright. Actually put my pedals in a spot that useful. There's So driving him into a wall and too far away. I have to lean over. Trying to reach him.
75085, continue descent 2500, altimeter 3053.
Oops.
Continue descent 2500, China 75085.
Alright, so 1034 was giving us the inches. And continue descent 2500 all the way down. Now that's the kind of clearance I like. Just get me all the way down. Let my plane do the work. VNAV it all the way. Descent checklist, landing altitude, 700 recall, checked. Auto brake, we're gonna go auto brake 2. It's a good auto brake to go with. Landing data, that's what I was gonna do next. Landing en route. We're landing 11 left. Runway is dry. With that, we'll go auto brake 2. Reverser, all operable.
China 75085, fly heading 245.
Fly heading 245, China 75085.
Landing weight is in excess of structural limit. What is going on with my landing weight today?
Ashgabat approach 123.5.
Oh, my cargo got screwed. How did the cargo... What happened to my... He just threw on random cargo. Why did that happen? Did GSX do that?
Descending 2500.
Oh, you know, it's because my chat probably doesn't have
5085, radar contact. Fly heading 245. Continue descent 2500. QNH 1034. Fly heading 245. Continue descent 2500. China 75085.
Okay, let's get this fixed. Not that. I hope it doesn't really cause us too many problems. 148 plus 9. So it's got the right number. So it switched that, but then it switches the cargo. It kind of just throws whatever it wants on that. I've never noticed that before. I'm wondering if that's a GSX did that. I know I put the cargo on. That kind of mess with our weights a little bit here. That's why we were having issues on our takeoff weight and everything. Now it should be right. There we go. Alright, so there's our... We need 7,000 feet of runway. Yeah, we should be able to exit by Alpha 3. Probably Alpha 2, most likely. VREF is going to be 150. That's a really high VREF. Again, this should be very heavy. It's been a while since I've flown with so many passengers. I mean, almost a full flight. I think, what, we're just 3 short of a full flight. Decent amount of cargo. Alright, so VREF 150, go into our computer. I mean, what flaps do we do? Well, flaps 30, okay. Oh yeah, there it is, 150, right? Alright, local pressure set. Get the speed brake out here so we can get down, get to that triangle, to the pink triangle, keep pace with the VNAV. Alright, landing data, VREF 150, 145 plus 5, flaps going to be 30, minimums 200 on the radio. Approach briefing completed, altimeters 1034, 1034, well it's in inches on here. Oops, didn't want to do that. There we go. And 1034 across the board. Checklist complete.
Turkmenistan 174, turn left heading 195, clear ILS, approach at 2,500, runway 11 left, report established on localizer.
Left heading 195, clear ILS, approach at 2,500, runway 11 left, report established on localizer, Turkmenistan 174.
Yeah, I could have actually, right as we were coming into last few minutes here, a bunch of Russia center came on for basically controlling everything above flight level 245. We could have actually called up Ashgabat center and Turkmenistan center and talked to Anatoly Zilkin, but I figured we'll just go our own way here. It's pretty cool. A lot of coverage in Central Asia suddenly. It's actually quite a few planes flying in the area, so I can see why there's coverage. Frankfurt and Leipzig are still just a ton of planes going in and out of those places. London Gatwick is hopping too. Manchester's back going. Greece. Man, there's a lot of activity. Seems like right now, like right towards the end of my streams, or right at, or I'm trying to end my streams, or right around there, that's where everything starts hopping. Really, it's really crazy in Europe.
Turkmenistan 174, established on localizer.
Turkmenistan 174, continue approach.
Continue approach, Turkmenistan 174.
Turkmenistan 174, contact Aşgabat Tower 118.1.
118.1, Turkmenistan 174.
China Southern 5085, turn right heading 260. Right heading 260. China Southern 5085.
Start getting the speed down.
China Southern 5085, turn right heading 275. Right heading 275, China Southern 5085.
Why?
Hello.
China Southern 5085, turn left heading 215.
We're almost ready, actually.
Left heading
You can take your
215,
seat
China
now.
Southern 5085.
No problem.
China China Southern 5085, turn left heading 205, cleared ILS, approach at 2500, runway 11 left, report established on localizer. Left heading 205, cleared ILS, approach at 2500, runway 11 left, report established on localizer, China Southern 5085.
Flaps 1. There's Ashgabat. Oh, I saw another plane. Tell me to turn here. Flaps 2. Where? Oh. Where are we? Why did it miss the... It told it to turn and it... Where the heck did it go? Why did it go off so far to the right? There's the airport. I'm gonna say that airport's way too close. I don't know why it was on a nice path and then it decided to just skip. Go all the way... Turned way too far. Alright, flaps 10. Flaps 15. Yeah, I don't know why it overshot the... Why it did that. Very weird approach we're doing here. Yeah, I don't know why it overshot that. Alright, let's get flaps 30.
China 75085, established on localizer. China 75085, continue approach. Continue approach, China 75085.
Landing checklist down to the flaps. Engine start switches, continuous, speed brake, armed, landing gear down.
China 75085, contact Aşgabat Tower 118.1. 118.1, China 75085. Ashgabat Tower, China 75085, on final, 1 left. China 75085, wind 145 degrees at 8 knots, cleared to land, 1 left. Cleared to land, 1 left, China 75085.
Complete landing checklist, flaps 30, green light. I forgot to add the predict. I had so much time and we got on our descent, I forgot to put the prediction.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
China Southern 5085, wind vacated, contact ground 121.7.
433, yeesh.
Wind vacated, contact ground
I like that.
121.7, China Southern
Pops up for you guys
5085.
here. I'm gonna put that like right there. Pretty cool. One bounce. Oh no. I didn't have a bounce, did I? That's actually pretty cool. Even shows you the bounces. The firm landing rate's not bad. It's bad if you bounce though. That's bad. Alright, let's find gate 2. No suitable parking. It's perfect. Well, I turned off it caring about wingspan and stuff. We'll get that fixed. A moment.
Ashgabat ground, China 75085, runway vacated with Alpha. China Southern
Cabin crew, please
5085,
set doors
taxi
to
to
manual.
gate 2 via Alpha. Taxi to gate 2 via Alpha, China 75085.
Alright, let's see if I got this in the settings right. Ignore wingspan. I sworn I had that set. There we go. Now it should give us still no suitable parkings. Look, there's just jetways hanging around too. That should be a spot. I feel like there's a missing building or something, yeah? Leaves a little bit to be desired. Got jetways, but no building. If anyone knows how this looks like an airport that could use some love by the community. No freeware, nothing really for this airport, unfortunately. I mean, otherwise, looked pretty good if the building was in the right place, or if those jetways are in the right place. Something's wrong with this airport.
6596.
There are actually some decent markings over there, not over here though.
Hold position 6596.
do I park? Okay, are you gonna tell me to go over here? I smacked into your ladder. I don't know, I feel like I don't really park.
769, contact Aşgabat Tower, 118.1.
Very tight area. Okay, parking brake set.
118.1, 769.
Switch is off.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Clear enough. 4 out of 5. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Hey, ground power. Maybe.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready. You're clear to begin deboarding.
Uh-oh. Locked up again. Somehow I keep touching that panel and it keeps locking stuff up. I'll do this view. That way we don't see that there's no terminal. That works. Look at that. Beautiful. ESX doing its part with the beautiful imagery and stuff. Why can't I turn off the seatbelts? There we go. Okay, I need to turn it off auto. Alright, ground power is available. Alright, let's go through the whole thing. Let's get everything turned off. They'll stay on, but packs come off. Isolation valve switch open. Kind of weird to have all these on. It's weird. Like deck lights, parking brake. We have the dome on, don't we? Yep. Okay, parking brake is set. Cabin door unlock. Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps up. Parking brake on. Engine start levers cut off. Weather radar off. Gear checklist. IRS off. Emergency exit lights off. And air conditioning pack switch is off. APU switch off. Ground power switch. That off. There we go. Everything's cold and dark. Let's take a look at Volanta and the flight. And there's our flight from Ürümqi, or Ürümqi, all the way to Ashgabat. And here it's saying the landing rate is -358. What did we get on the screen? It said 433, so we did have a bounce, it said. So I don't know which one it read. Only read one here. Took us 2 hours 34 minutes real time. In sim time, flight of 3 hours and 49 minutes air time, 4 hours 14 minutes block. So we shaved 11 minutes or 12 minutes off of the expected air time. Actually quite a bit more, because I think airtime expected was like 4:15, and that was our entire block. Alright, let's have the crew and them come off. Passengers for some reason not available on here. My call sign's not available. I don't know what happened on this. I'll have to make sure I get this in, so call sign. Go. Weird. Yeah, distance, field burn, see 11,000, so we should have finished up with just about 2,000 on board. And a distance of 1,431 nautical miles today. So nice long flight. Did it in a little bit shorter amount of time with that time acceleration. Let's jump into the world map. Everywhere we have been on this world tour so far, and today, Turkmenistan right there. Next flight will be headed over to Kazakhstan, which is right there. And from there we'll go to Kyrgyzstan. And we'll finish up Central Asia, these two places. And then from there we're going to jump back and go to a few places we've been before. Kuwait. And I think from Kuwait then we're headed over to Saudi Arabia, or Abu Dhabi. And then we're going to go over to Saudi Arabia. So a few flights to places, countries we've been before, setting up. Actually, somewhere in here, we're actually going over to Damascus, to Syria, and then we're going down to Yemen. But we're going to be bouncing around a few of these Middle Eastern places that we've already been, while working on getting Syria, Yemen, and finally Palestine crossed off our map. And after that, there's only really a few islands that we just can't get to. And maybe we can just do like a helicopter flight to say we've been there. This is that St. Pierre and Miquelon right over there off of Canada, which is a French area that we missed when I was in Montreal. I could have flown over there and flown back, but I missed it. And I think at that point we didn't have the ATR anyway, so now we do have the ATR. We just need to get the right livery. All right. Well, thanks for coming along on the flight. Let's see how many of you guys are in here to do a raid. Yeah, well, we'll drop a raid on someone, just say we did it. Alright. So that next flight will be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. 1300 Universal Time. We'll be in the Boeing 737-800 Turkmenistan Airlines, flying up to Kazakhstan. And they'll be on Twitch and YouTube this afternoon. I might stream again, maybe on Twitch alone, maybe on Twitch and YouTube. Keep an eye out. I'll try and make an announcement in Discord. Hope to see you guys there. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a viewer requested flight that I've been sitting on for a while, and I'm kind of excited. I kind of want to do it. I want to Saarbrücken to Rhodes, which would have been a better flight to do this morning, and maybe we'll hold off and do that tomorrow morning. I don't know. When we actually have ATC coverage in the area, because it'd be nice to do it on VATSIM. Alright, well, thanks for coming along on the flight. Until next time, happy flying and take care.